Hey guys, so here are some of the products that I'll be using for this set. I am using my trays, the Secret Lash Society, which I do have available for purchase, my tweezers, which will be launching soon, and then the primer, bonder, and glue that I'll be using. So first we're just going to go ahead and tape up our client. I'm just showing that here. I already have a lash map for her, so I will place that in the video here for you guys. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place the spikes first. And what I do to place the spikes is I do a combination of closed fans, and then I also use on my strip, I will put primer on there and I will brush it out with my spoolie, and then it will close the fans for me. So I go ahead and map that first, and then I will go in with my wider fans. With Whispy sets, they are a more detailed styling of a lash map. So for me, I work one eye at a time. It's more efficient for me time-wise, and this is how I get my sets to be symmetrical. I lash one eye first and I follow a lash map. I will either have a lash map right next to me, as you can see on the side of her ear. I have the lash map right next to me. I'll have it on my phone or on a piece of paper. Or I will draw the lash map out so that I know exactly what lengths and what curls I'm placing for each section. Particular set, I am using 0.03s in D curl, and I'm using 0.05 in D curl. I did like to use the D curl for this set. It turned out very well and it fit her eye perfectly. You can mix C curl and D curl, or CC curl and DD curl for more dimension in your set.
His ass called me up on some like shit we wasn't even together for, and I was like, boy, you can't really say this was catching me up.
Right.
I wasn't even with you. What you mad for?
Right. Also, once I start lashing and adding in the fans, I use the book method. So I go from outer corner to inner corner, and then I do the middle because the outer corner and the inner corner are the hardest to lash. So I spend a lot of detail and time on the outer and inner corner. And then the middle is very easy to lash. So then with my timing, it's really good to just use the book method with timing and with precision. Also, for those of you wondering, I do put a paper towel on my client's forehead so that my skin does not contact her forehead. I personally would never put lash products on my client's forehead. I think that is ghetto and unsanitary, and if you do that, that's on you, but I personally would never do that. I believe in keeping a very sanitary work area, and I believe in keeping my brand very luxury based, and I just think that lashing on the client's forehead, 1, is uncomfortable for them, and 2, it's very tacky, and 3, it's unsanitary. So if you do that, good for you, but hard pass for me. I'm not gonna do that. So that's why I put the paper towel or napkin on my client's forehead, in case you were wondering. And I know I'm not showing my technique of how I'm making my fans. I use the pinch method. So what I do is I pick up my fan, I pinch it, I dip it, and then I isolate. And that's kind of something that I do on my own. That's not how I was taught. I was taught a different method, and I was trained by Lashbox LA for Mega Volume, and they teach you how to fan on your lash tray. I just personally like this method the best, and I get the fluffiest fans doing the pinching method, and I can control if I want them either wide, semi-wide, or narrow fans. So I just like the amount of control I have with the pinch technique. if you would like to see a detailed tutorial on how I do my pinch method, or if you would like just a detailed video on how to do the different methods of making volume fans, then please leave a comment down below and I will get that video up for you guys. So just a little bonus tip with inner corners. Please take your time with inner corners because inner corners can make or break your set. When I was a beginner lash tech, my inner corners were trash and it ruined the whole set. A lot of times in my city, which I live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a lot of the Milwaukee lash artists do not lash the inner corner, and it grinds my freaking gears because the set looks almost incomplete, or it looks like something is missing. Like you can tell that something is missing. So make sure that you're lashing the inner corners correctly with the correct size, because I also see a lot of beginner lash techs make the mistake of doing very long inner corners. And honestly, guys, the inner corners should be like 10s, 11s, 12s. If you're doing like 14, 15s on the inner corner, you should not be doing 14s or 15s on the inner corner. You should be doing smaller lengths, and then if you do have a longer set, you can just gradually increase the length to make it blend better, but don't just start out at the very inner corner with like a 15. That's too long. So take your time, have precision with it, and don't not lash the inner corners. It just doesn't look good. Also, because this was a wispy style lash map, I did not lash 100% of the lashes. I probably lashed around 90% of the lashes, which you want to shoot for 90 to 100% of the lashes. You won't be able to lash 100% of the lashes because there will be some of those baby lashes in there, and you should not be lashing the baby lashes. You should be lashing the adult and the teen lashes and not the baby lashes. So if you don't know what that is, you can comment down below and I can further explain to you in detail of what that exactly means. So comment below if you need clarification on that. Okay, so I went ahead and did the same exact thing on the other eye. I did not record me doing the other eye because you guys wouldn't be able to see it at this angle. And then at the end of my sets, I do use the bonder. I will link it down below in the description box to my Amazon storefront on where you can purchase all the products that I'm using, as well as my lash trays that are available for purchase. And then I make sure that my clients keep their eyes closed for at least 1 to 2 minutes with a fan before they open, just to avoid any redness, irritation. And then I also check for any stickies before I remove the tape. And then I will show you guys the final result on these wispy strip lash set. But before we get into that, don't forget to first smash that notification bell so you can be a part of the Glam fam. And as always, guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you can be linked in on my newest content. If you have any videos that you would like me to see, please drop them down below in the comment section and I'll be sure to get those up for you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and bye.